I am so, like, bro, I'm turning. I'm swerving in this freaking sand. And these tires are handling it like nothing. What is up, gang? It's your boy Motor Bro, and today we got the Ride1 Revv1 electric bicycle, and man, this thing is awesome. Just look how it looks. It has the graphite gray color on it. It goes around 45 miles per hour when you put it in off-road mode. It has a 50 volt 20 amp hour battery, but as you see, we got dual suspension on it, nice front fork suspension, beautiful DNM rear suspension on it, and I'm telling you, this suspension works great, bro. I've been off-roading it and it almost feels like a Sur-Ron or a dirt bike. Like, that's how good this suspension is. And of course, we got the front headlight and the turn signals and a tail light that is functioning, if you can see. Sort of hard to see, but it lights up when you press the button, or the brake, which I really like. So this is a legit class 2 electric bike, so you're gonna have no worries. But of course, you can bump it up and go class 3 or off-road mode, which lets you go 45 miles per hour. But yeah, let's hop on this bad boy, take her for a first ride. I forgot to mention, but it does have a 1,000-watt motor on her, so should be getting the speed pretty quick. See what kind of adventure we could go on, bro. But like, even on this, like, it's a little bumpy, this road, but you don't feel it at all. Like, look, bro, I'm just off-roading it right now, and it just feels so good and locked in. All right, little bumpski. Bro, you could barely feel it, but just look how it turns. And I wanted to say, I do have the front fender off. I thought the bike looked way cooler with no front fender, but bro, just look how it handles. Oh my gosh. Look at, we are flying, bro. We're almost going 40. But like, we can hit the turns going this fast too. Like, watch this. That's what I'm saying. The handling capability on this thing is just remarkable. And our brake test. You can't beat that, man. That was a good brake test right there. So you might be asking yourself, yo, I want to see the Revv1 in some legit off-road and see how it handles it, man. So we got a rocky section right here, bro. And look at this, bro. Of course you're gonna feel some bumps and stuff, but I'm telling you, that rear suspension helps so much. And I'm going slow right now. I could freaking full throttle it. And look, bro, we're off-roading. Let's go. We can even get a little crazier. Hopefully there's no bumps here or anywhere. That happened to me last time. I was testing the bike and I ran into a tree stump that was in the grass. Bro, but as you can see. But like what I was saying, bro, just look at the geometry of this bike. It is so cool looking. And I literally just rode past someone and they're like, bro, that's sick. With these types of bikes, bro, since it has pedals, you can literally ride it anywhere. And Popo can't say anything, bro. This is a legal bike. Of course, if you put it in the off-road mode, it ain't really legal anymore, but that's why it's called the off-road mode. But to be honest, it's really not that hard to switch. You go through the settings and change it. What I like though, it has pedals. So let's say you just go into pedal 1 assist. You're cruising, bro. You're like a class 2 or layout, like a class 2 bike. You're not going above 20 miles per hour. So like this, you're street legal. You could ride it anywhere. No problems at all with the Popo. All right, gang, we're doing a little speed test. We're going 0 miles per hour to full speed on throttle. Let's get it. We off, bro. We're already at 5, 14, 20. I'm telling you, bro, this Revv1 got some pickup speed. 30, 32, 34, 37. Oh, we're hitting 40 before the end of the street. We hit 40. And we're still picking up. We're at 41. Oh, I gotta stop now. You see, bruh? This thing really got some power. And then, boom, bring it down to pedal assist 1, bro. Alright, we're at pedal assist 1, and we just cruise, bro. So, yeah. I mean, if you're trying to get this just straight for exercise, this probably ain't the bike. You probably want, like, a regular bicycle. But, man, for commuting, and even just riding off-road with your friends if they have Sur-Rons, or just riding with your friends who have Sur-Rons, Yeah, this thing might not be the best bike for wheelies, but man, does it rip the off-road and have some speed to just get you around. Let's go through here. So the price point, $2,400. Do I think it's worth it? I really do, bro. This is one of those bikes where like, the suspension is just so good. I really feel like I'm on a Sur-Ron, but just a different styled bike and stuff. But just the way it rides, the sort of torque it has, it's definitely a little bit less than a Sur-Ron, because this is a 50 volt, 20 amp hour battery, so it can't pull that hard compared to a Sur-Ron. But for a bike, bro, you can't beat it, dude. Look at this. You can't beat that, bro. It's so sick. One thing I wanted to mention though, this bike does have like a turbo mode. I know there's like a little electric system on the dash, and when that's on, the turbo mode's on. But it's been like that for a while, so I'm like, I don't know how long this turbo mode lasts. Maybe till like half battery and then it slows down, but we'll see. So yeah, if I figure out how long this turbo mode lasts, I'll let you guys know. But so far it's been lasting the whole ride, so. But I'm guessing once the battery gets down to a certain percentage, it'll probably turn off. Look at the speed bump, bro. Nothing. No work for the Revv1, bro. And we're going 41 right now, dude. We are flying over the speed bump. It's just chilling, dude. No issues at all. And bro, it's smooth. So yeah, man, these big tires really help make the bike solid and smooth. Like, watch when I let go of the handlebars, the bike really doesn't move that much to side. Like, you see, like, I'm going like pretty crazy. It's pretty dialed in straight. And we got some nice stopping power. All right, we got my hill climb section here. We got the steep hill climb right here, and we got the babier one over here. Let's see what all right, let's go for let's just test it out. A little off-road, let's test it out, see how, this is the baby one. If I can get up this one, I'll be super stoked. Oh, easy, bro. Look, we go to frickin' the highway. Let's jump into it. Bro, it really does. It does feel frickin' nice. Dude, I just hit a jump on this and it felt like, that's what I was saying, it almost feels like a Sur-Ron, bro. But yeah, you could, ooh. Woo! You definitely pop it up. All right, let's see if we can get this uphill. All right, this uphill is a little more gnarly, so we're gonna have to wait for this car to come by. Dude, I was so close, bro. I'm telling you, when this is steep, bro, like, it's for like a highway pass, I'm getting way further than I thought I would. I thought I'd be stuck down there. But if I had more of a runway, bro, where there wasn't much traffic here, I think I could do it, bro. I really think I could do it. This is 2,400. Damn. But it's like 43-ish.
There's a dude just came by on a scooter with hauling ass.
Yeah, it's crazy what these electric bikes are capable of now.
That's the damn road once you're trying to get to the top.
Yeah. But man, it's just cool because like this has pedals, so the cops can't f with you, you know? It's pretty much like a bicycle. So that's what's the really cool thing about this is, like, as you see, I'm just ripping around everywhere. Hey, have a good one, all right? So that's one thing with this bike. People are gonna be asking you all the time, yo, what is that? How fast does it go? Where'd you get that from?
So how do you charge it up?
You just plug it in. So you got an outlet in your house, plug it in, and then it plugs into the battery. This is one of those bikes where people are gonna stop you on the side of the road and just ask you about it because it looks classy, it looks cool, and it also rips. It has the 3 special features that everyone loves. Someone wants a classy bike, someone wants a bike that could freaking handle some freaking off-road, and someone wants a bike that rips. Screw it, off-road section. That's what I love doing. I'm just going from like on the road to off-road to back on the road. I like a bike that can just take on everything you throw at it, and so far, besides the hill climb, the big hill climb, this thing has taken everything I've thrown at it. My only sort of really issue is the brakes. I wish the rear brake was on this side, but that's because I'm a stunt rider, and it's weird having the throttle and the rear brake on the same side. Let's do a little freaking another 360 walk around, just talking about who this bike is for. And I really feel like this bike is for like 99% of everyone, bro. Like if you want a bike that you commute to work, commute to the store, but also rip off-road and rip it pretty damn decent, like almost like a Sur-Ron. It's a few levels below a Sur-Ron just because it has a 50 volt battery instead of like a 62 volt or a 72 volt. So the power ain't there, but that's not what this is made for. And me just saying like it almost feels a little similar to a Sur-Ron is like a huge compliment, because bro, this ain't made to be like an electric dirt bike. This is made to be a freaking commuter, but if you want to hit the off-road with your friends, you could still do it on this bike. It's like an all-in-one type bike, and it just looks classy, bro. Like everything about it. Look at the brake system, the rear fender. It also comes with a front fender, but to be honest, I gave it that Sur-Ron look, and I put no front fender on the front. You could ride this, or bicycle, you could ride this every... Oh, what's up, man? No, I was just filming a video. Yeah. No, I'm just talking about the bike.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think I met you before on one of my other bikes.
Yeah, you live
down there, yeah.
Right.
But yeah, as you see, we got the dash right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I'm in off-road mode, and we got the little electric sign, which means like turbo mode. I gotta figure out more information about that because it's been on there the whole time, but the bike has been ripping the whole time. And then here we got the headlight, bright beam, turn signals. You can see turn signals, and then we got the horn. But to say the least, I am super impressed with this bike. Like I said, for just commuting or off-roading with your friends, this thing is perfect for even older riders or younger riders. Alright, we're hitting my off-road mini section here, just like an off-road, just to see the suspension. We've already tested it. I already know it's freaking amazing. But I've ridden a lot of my bikes on this off-road, so I can really sort of feel the difference between all the bikes. Bro, I'm impressed. I am so, like, bro, I'm turning. I'm swerving in this freaking sand. And these tires are handling it like nothing. Brake test in the sand. All right, let's do a brake test in the sand, just rear brake. Let me go a little faster. Let me hit 30. All right. That's just rear brake. I definitely can do a burnout if I hold it. Look at this. And the thing with like a bike like this, it's like a mix between a dirt bike and an electric bicycle. So it's sort of like, people notice it, but they're not like, yo, is he on like a dirt bike? It's more like, yo, what kind of like bicycle is that? Is that like a new type of bicycle? They don't really think it's like, strangers don't think this is like a dirt bike, you know? And if you're on a Sur-Ron or something like that, they definitely looking at you with a freaking weird face or a mean face because they think you're riding an electric dirt bike. Man, we made it back to my crib. I went 14 miles and I only dropped 1 bar. So, bro, this thing could probably hit 50-mile range pretty damn easy, I'm thinking. And I was on the throttle like a lot of the time. So if you're pedaling with it, you could probably get pretty damn far range on this bike. On their website, they say it goes 30 to 60 miles, which I'm glad they put like they don't just say 60 miles, because it depends how you ride the bike. So if you're riding it very calm, you could easily probably get 60 miles, maybe 50 miles. If you're riding on it hard, full throttle, off-road mode, it's probably going to be way less, maybe 30 miles. But to be honest, I went 14 miles, bro. I went 14 miles total, and I'm only down 1 bar. So if each bar is 15 miles, bro, that would be pretty crazy. That means I would be freaking going for a long time. I would be hitting 60 miles on this thing. And with this bike, they have 3 different versions. They have a hardtail, which is no rear suspension in the back. Then they have my version, which is like has the rear suspension. Then they have like a full off-road version, which I think has a little beefier suspension. It seems like it's the bike is a little more off the ground for off-roading, so you don't freaking hit the ground or the bottom of the bike won't hit the ground. But yeah, they have 3 different versions. The one I got was this version right here is around 2,500, I'm pretty sure, and I think the off-road one is 2,800, and then the regular hardtail with no rear suspension, which, to be honest, if you get this bike, I'm gonna tell you now, get the one with rear suspension. Do not get the hardtail, because this bike has enough power to rip the off-road really good, and you want that rear suspension to handle those bumps. If you don't have the rear suspension, you're gonna regret it, bro. I'm telling you right now, you want the rear suspension on this bike. You don't need the off-road version, because this is pretty much like the middle. This is between a hardtail and an off-road version. It's right in the middle, so you can still hit off-road. Maybe if you're getting this bike just for off-roading, you would want the off-road version. But if you're just a commuter who wants to, you know, maybe every once in a while hit some trails with their friends or have to hit off-road to get to work, you want that rear suspension. So if you guys are interested, I'll have a link in the description down below. Hopefully I'll try to get a discount code too. If I do, it'll be on the screen and in the link down below. But yeah, stay motivated, y'all. Stay disciplined. Like I said, stay motivated, stay disciplined. I love you, gang. Till next time. Peace.